Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. A little while ago now I made a video about the impact of social media on our society, and whilst I was actually researching into some facts, figures for that specific video, one thing really captured my attention, and that is social medias versus our true reality. What is our obsession with showing off only the good in our lives? The reality of it all is that we alter our true reality through social medias like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, portraying only what we want other people to see of our lives, which is of course usually only the positive parts. But we all know that it can't be good all the time. We all have good experiences and bad ones within our lives. However, only a minority of us actually showcase the negative side to our life on social media. Social media, without a doubt, has allowed us to transform our lives into only great times and happy memories. The question I have to ask is it escapism for our everyday lives, our up and down rollercoaster style lives that are very unpredictable? And why have we become so desperate to throw away the reality of our lives? Is it that we wish to portray ourselves only in a strictly positive light? Or are we all wanting to make other people jealous of our apparent perfect lives? Are we trying to make our perfect life dream a reality? I think we are taking social media a little too seriously. And I think we are confusing what is a false perception of reality and what is an actual true reality through social media. Although there are positives to our social medias, there of course are also negatives. One being that it has become far easier than ever before for people to live fake lives and live within a tiny bubble. We as a society have become deeply attracted to how many likes we receive on a post or how many subscribers we have on YouTube, how many friends we have on our social media accounts. We have been dragged into the online world of having the opportunity to live as someone else. Behind those so-called perfect lives you see on Facebook or Twitter, or in fact any social media, there are of course flaws, there are negatives. We do not post as often as we should about our real lives, and maybe then, if we did begin to do that, we could prevent this false idea of a perfect and only positive lifestyle and start to look more towards the reality of it all. Unfortunately though, the majority of the time, we are being completely fooled by each other's social media accounts with their somewhat fantasy lives. I believe we should be looking more into the balance of good and bad. We need to let people know that someone's life is not always riding on a high or riding on a sea of happiness. There are bumps, cuts, grazes and bruises that we should share. More often than not, people post on social media what they believe is going to get them more likes and views. They are going for the social media hype, and we are all guilty of doing this. We have platforms to speak up about amazing things through social media, raising awareness and opening each other's eyes and minds to topics and subjects. So why are we not utilising these tools as we should? Our online and offline lives should be similar, but in many cases, they are simply not. Social media and the false perception of reality has been quite a concern for a while now in terms of society's mental health. A lot of people do believe that this false perception of reality that people are portraying online is actually real. Some will of course argue that social media is there in order for people to kind of be whatever they want to be and whoever they want to be, and people should have the freedom to post what they wish, and I totally agree with that, as long as it is real, it's not false news, you're not spreading any kind of harmful or degrading content. If you're kind of just following the rules and you're not manipulating anybody or doing anything like that, of course, go right ahead and do what you need to do and do what you want to do online. However, I do think that we need to maybe focus more on representing a true up and down style of life that is the normal style of life, rather than just focusing on the highs, the positives, the happiness, because that's just not reality. That's not the norm for all of us. And the thing is, I think I'm worrying, I guess, about children, because children, more than ever before, are accessing social medias and are using social medias on a regular basis, and they are very impressionable at a young age, and they will think that they have to be like those people who are putting on this false perception of reality online. They think perhaps that they need to be like those people. They need to live that perfect life, look like that, do those things. And that's because a lot of youngsters, if not all of youngsters, are very impressionable. And so I do hope that this video is kind of making some form of sense. I found this topic incredibly interesting, and I cannot stop thinking about social media versus reality, and how we put on this false persona in a way, and put on this false perception of reality, and why we do that as well. It's very interesting. And why do you think that we do things like this? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think it's out of maybe trying to make people jealous? Is it trying to make ourselves look good? Or do you think that we are just completely obsessed with how many likes and views that we get, and how many people are following us on social medias and looking at our content? Social medias are changing our lives as technology develops. And this includes things like our own town centres and shopping centres, who are currently all struggling because of the increase in consumers purchasing things online and even through their social media accounts. People can share their experiences easier than ever before. And we even have augmented reality videos, which is especially useful for brands and companies to showcase their products and show their consumers how they can use their products, all through social media. We can even attend events via our phones and tablets, watch things live as they are happening. The technology is insane. Society no longer needs to leave their homes, really. My worry is, will technology make us lazy, or has it already made us lazy? Are we becoming too dependent on social medias and the internet? All of these are very important questions we need to ask ourselves whilst indulging in our somewhat fake social media reality. What do you guys think about all of this? Make sure to let me know in the comments section down below. Thank you so much for listening. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. And if you are new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you in my next video.